absolutely no objections. Understand the pain you cause with your...
Hey, so here we are. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
This is the infamous Frankie WooD here. It's rew-and-who on November 3rd.
The dungaree.
And we are back at BunGa's DeN. Thank you, BunGa's DeN, for having us. And today, you know, it's a pretty funny day. It is Adam Ant's birthday, so I want to say happy birthday. It's also Godzilla's birthday, which is kind of funny because our first guests come from you know where.
Tokyo.
And it's also, check this out, it is Japan Culture Day. Did you know that? I bet they don't even. Do you know that today?
Japan Culture Day.
It's Japan Culture Day, November
Our
3rd.
translator's not here yet.
They're just looking like, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
our translator's not
Do
here
you want,
yet.
and do you know what Japan Culture Day means? It's kind of funny. It's remembering the past. It's very important in the Japanese culture. And a big component of their Culture Day is celebrated on November 3rd. And I found that to be really, really interesting because we have some people from Japan on our show today. And I don't even know if they know about Japanese Culture Day. Do you think they do?
I don't know. I hope that Tony gets here on time to do the translating.
Well, that would be nice. It's also National Housewives Day. And it's also referred to Retro Housewives Day.
What's Retro
and
Housewives?
it means it's recognizing the importance of stay-at-home moms and wives. Do you think there are any of them anymore?
I know a couple.
You do? You know a couple of stay-at-home wives? What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing at all.
Wait, you have a few?
Who, me?
Yeah.
We're on TV, right?
Well, we're on the
No,
web.
whatever. No, I can't say it.
A couple of
I don't
stay-at-home
know. I'm
wives.
not sure. I can't remember.
All right. It's also the day, the first time ever, November the 3rd, that The Wizard of Oz was on television.
If ever,
It was
ever
the
wished
first
there was.
TV, broadcast of The Wizard of Oz in 1956. Wow.
Oh, TV broadcast.
Did you watch it that year, Frankie?
I was only 1 year old.
Aww, so you could have watched it.
Nah, we didn't have a TV. We're Italian.
It's also the day that Bill Clinton won the election over President Bush. November 3rd was that day. Do you remember that day? Did you watch that?
I don't watch the elections.
So do you know we have a new governor?
Yeah, I know his father.
What do you think about the new governor? Well, congratulations, Governor Cuomo. Is he going to be anything like the governor? We need a governor in New York.
No, we don't.
Why
We
not?
need somebody to get shit done.
You think he will?
Well, yeah, because he's not beholden to anyone.
He should. I mean,
If
he's
he's
grown up
anything,
in
if he's half
that.
as good as his father was, he'll be all right.
Yes, it's also the day. Do you remember this day that Geraldo Rivera's nose was broken by Roy Innes, the skinhead on his TV show? Do you remember when that happened?
Was it on his show or was it on? Yeah, it was on his
Yeah,
show.
it was on,
yeah.
on Geraldo.
The skinhead.
November 3rd.
I knew those guys.
You did?
Yeah.
Roy Innes? Yeah, I remember that too. I once went to be in the studio audience of Geraldo, and they didn't let us in. We weren't even allowed in to be in the studio audience, my
What were
friend.
you dressed as?
We were dressed normal, and they said we didn't look like America enough. They
Okay.
wanted like, I did not like Geraldo from that day, so I kind of didn't mind when that happened to him.
No tash with it.
I know, Geraldo Rivera. It's also the day that President Nixon promised to remove troops from Vietnam. Do you remember that day? November
Promised
the
that a lot
3rd.
of times.
Yeah,
had a
he
secret
did.
plan.
Yeah, he always had a secret
He had
plan.
a secret plan. 4 years later, he still had a secret plan.
He always does. It's also the day Christopher Columbus discovered the island of Dominica. Is that the Dominican Republic?
Yeah.
In 1493. So that was the year after.
I
Did he
didn't
go
know-
back to Spain and come back again?
Yeah.
God, he did a lot of traveling in those days.
He had to bring back the gold.
Yeah, it's. Is that your phone, Mr. Wood?
That's my phone.
Do you like the sound of that?
Yeah, I do.
Is it an important phone call?
Hello?
The hotline for Mr.
Ready, I'll call you back on TV.
Go ahead.
So why are you here today?
We're celebrating my birthday next week, which is the annual event. And this year I can't drive 55.
Why is that?
Because I'll be 55.
Ah.
All right, and we have the upcoming 10 days of WooD, 10 shows in 10 days at 5 different clubs with over 70 bands from 4 different continents. It's an anti-CMJ festival. all of my bands are good, and none of my shows cost more than $5. Unlike some carpetbagging scumbags who come to town every year, we won't mention their names, CMJ. But, you know...
CMJ is history already.
CMJ is bullshit. They're a bunch of scam artists.
They
charge people to get out
a lot
their
of
thing.
money.
They charge them a lot of money to submit their things. And last year there was a slip up, and they found out they put the songs on Sonic Bits so you can find out how many times each song was listened to. Well, they had over 600 bands that weren't even listened to once. I mean, come on, you donated you gave them $45 to register. The least you could have done was turn it on and walk away and take a shit or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make believe. You know, kiss me when you're gonna fuck me. You know what I mean? I like getting kissed when I'm getting fucked.
Well,
they screwed over 600 people, and none of those people got to play. And they all sent in their $45, and you know, basically they get screwed. My shows, I just have the best bands from all over the world come in and play for my birthday show, the 10 Days of WooD.
Now, why do you celebrate for 10 days?
Well, I have a lot of different clubs I do shows at, and they all want me to do my birthday show at their club. I also have a lot of different really good bands that want to help me celebrate, one of which is Headphone Presidents.
And did they fly in for this?
They flew in.
Are they big in Japan?
They're one of the top grossing rock and roll bands in all of Japan.
Wow.
So
How'd you meet them?
I met them through, how did we meet?
We'll ask them in a little while. All right, besides all that, today is also Roseanne Barr's birthday. I love Roseanne.
Back to the housewife shit.
Yeah, and it is National Housewife Day. I wonder if she knows that because that kind of relates to her show. I mean, that's true. It's also Lulu's birthday. Yes, it's Lulu's birthday. I love Lulu. And Ken Berry, you remember him?
F-True.
Yeah, that's right. It's his birthday. And Shirley Chisholm's birthday, too.
First black senator.
That's Congresswoman.
Congresswoman.
Ironically enough, I don't know if any black congresswoman won yesterday. What do you? It seems like a
I
pretty
don't
white election yesterday.
I don't really pay attention because I used to work for the Bush brothers.
You did? Oh my gosh! What did you do for them? Were you their hitman or something?
Close enough.
All right. So they do
Close
play
enough.
on that. They play on both sides of the
track. I was in special forces back in the 80s.
What kind of special forces?
I worked for the government.
Did you ever go to Texas?
Many times.
Really?
Many
so
times.
is Bin Laden really living in their basement? That's what I was told. I was told that he's living in the basement.
Possibly. But that was that. I haven't seen any of them in a long time.
Okay. So the spirits that we have in the room today are Mary Martin. Lovely Mary Martin passed away on November 3rd. So
Mary Martin was Peter Pan, yeah.
And Henri Matisse, the wonderful artist, and Mr. Guggenheim, the original art collector, all died on this day. So did Annie Oakley. You remember her?
Annie Oakley, of course, she had the gun.
Yeah, she did. And those are the spirits in the house, and we will be right back on rew-and-who November 3rd with Frankie WooD celebrating his 10 days of
WooD.
WooD.